Might be a strange question, but is this Lionel Messi's best ever season for Barcelona? It's his 15th professionally in the first team, 10th title that he's going for, 10th league title. In all the last 10 years, he's scored over 40 goals, done it again this year.
How do you decipher whether this season's better or worse than any of the last 10 years?
How would you decipher it?
I don't think you can. The guy has been an incredible... He's been off the planet for 10 years. You know, where else can you go? You know, I think he's played in better Barcelona sides than certainly this one this year. You know, we've all been talking about how we think they're vulnerable defensively, how Suarez hasn't quite been at his best. You know, Coutinho continually all this season has been getting criticised for his form. We've talked about Dembele not behaving himself. So Messi hasn't been playing in a Barcelona side that has been, certainly from previous years, where it was. But how do you decipher whether this is his best or not? The truth is, they won primarily because of him previously, and today they're winning primarily because of him. So I don't see that much has changed with him.
When you mentioned the other players there, Coutinho and Dembele, the huge signings, over 100 million each, neither of them's played 20 games, right? So arguably the midfield three, their most consistent performers, are all over the age of 30, and Vidal, Rakitic and Busquets. He's now over the age of 30, and you say he's night and day the difference in terms of propelling them towards another league title. It could be a third treble for him. Arguably, is he doing even more work now?
I don't think he is, no. I think what's going on around him is different, and this team works harder. I'll take that back. This team's not as good as getting the ball as quickly as previous teams. And so it seems that they have to work harder. The minions around them have to work harder. But they all do the same thing in the end. They all get him the ball. That's what they did with the great sides that he played in before. It just so happened that individually they were better players than the ones they have now, which means that the opposition have to take care of more players. I think right now the opposition can set up and kind of go, you know, we need to keep Lionel Messi and Suarez, we need to keep... There's not quite the talent that the opposition has to keep an eye on. So I think he's just as good, but he's just going about it, or the team's going about it a different way because they don't quite have the quality they had previously. Which, by the way, sounds a little strange. I mean, this Barcelona side, in most people's eyes, are favourites, and certainly in my eyes, to win the Champions League. So I guess that's what happens to you when you're compared with the great Barcelona sides of yesteryear.
He'll be 34 when his current contract elapses. They sort of bought and sold in terms of within their budget last year, spending about the same money that they actually brought back in with player sales. What could they actually do to help him ease the burden in these next couple of years as he moves into his 30s?
Unless he's playing in a side that was as good as the one with Xavi and Iniesta and everybody else, there's nothing else he can do. I mean, and unfortunately for him, he's set a standard that if he falls below it, everybody's going to jump on him. But you know what? You're a world superstar, when you're the greatest player on the planet, when you may have been the greatest player ever to grace the planet, then that kind of goes with the territory.
Okay, so as Lionel Messi comes up against the boundary of another season, it could be a glorious season yet for Barcelona on not one, not two, but three fronts for the third time in Messi's career and the third time in Barcelona history as they aim for that treble. We'll see if he can help them deliver it.